share, subscribe.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy HWK Jockey, and today I'm coming at y'all with another Maximize Your Potential. And as you can see, Venom got some potential, baby. Work. Today we're focusing on Venom, okay? And just a quick disclaimer before I get started with this video. These videos do not go over advanced settings or dead zones. They only go over inputs, okay? I'm trying to help you guys maximize your button inputs and minimize the amount of time it takes for you guys to move around the controller with your fingers. You know what I'm saying? Because that split second can be the difference between you staying in gold or getting the platinum or diamond or grandmaster. Or we're not even going to start mentioning it. Let's be real here. Ain't none of us hitting it. Come on, dog. That's a myth. The only thing, quote unquote, I would say advanced about Venom that you could touch are like these right here. So I don't know if these are checked on or off, but I have these hold to run and hold to crawl and all that stuff. I have that off so I can just do it automatically. And then I'm pretty sure this is upwards, not crosshair. I think that's how it was. And then hold to swing, I feel like that was off at first, so I turned it on. Easy swing, I heard that you should turn that off in order to like really get used to the way Venom is supposed to swing. So I would try that if I were y'all, but those are like the only advanced quote unquote things that I'm gonna go over. So first things first, his swing, I had that as L2. I don't really know if that was originally how it was. Feel like it was always been L2 because that's just what makes the most sense. But you know what I'm saying, who knows? But that's what I have it as now. So regardless of what it was before, that's what it is now. So L2 to me makes the most sense. It's very akin to those Spider-Man games. Pretty much all the Spider-Man games, not just the new Insomniac ones. The Spider-Man games that we all love and grew up playing. Hopefully if you didn't, shame on you. But yeah, it just makes sense, bro. Like you're swinging around the map, you hold L2, and yeah, I mean, it feels real natural. You know, I don't know, if I was you, I'd try it out. Next is his symbiotic resilience. That's the move that, oh my gosh, it gets on my nerves. When you have Venom, usually people use it when they're like at like 100 or 50, and then boom, it gives them like 600 health, and then he keeps attacking over and over again. And right when you're like, oh, he's dead, he's about to be dead, he just swings out of there. He swings out of there, he gets replenished, and like what feels like 2 seconds later, he's right back doing this to you the entire game. Like Venom he just does not die. He's the most irritating character ever, and this emote makes perfect sense when you really think about it. Next is going to be his frenzied arrival. That's his dive move. I have that as R1 just because I don't know, it's pretty simple. Like, and I'm pretty sure I had to change I had to change some things around like when I started changing like other button inputs. So sometimes I had to just find something. So it's not like R1 was probably the most comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm using it, I'm like, you know what? R1 makes a lot of sense because I don't really have to think about it. I'm in the air anyway. There's only one thing I can do. It's either fall down to the ground or press R1 to go ahead and dive. And lastly is his cellular corrosion. So that's what slows enemies down, and I think it deals some extra damage to them when like they're attached to it. I have that as the click of the right stick. It just makes sense. Like I said, I like to utilize the left and the right sticks just because I'm tired of PC players having all these advantages, bro. They use their fingers, they find their most comfortable inputs, and then they use the mouse to aim, and they're aiming perfectly and headshotting people without even having to think about it. So, you know, I'm like, you know what? I got to utilize what my thumbs are on the most, and that's the left and the right stick. To me, that's the most like computer-like thing that's on controllers. You're always on the left and the right stick. At least me. I'm always on the left and the right stick, so I want to figure out how can I input them or use them for controls where it doesn't feel like awkward to me, you know? So that's what I figured for these inputs. And I don't know, it works pretty good for me. But yeah, man, Venom is a menace, bro. Venom is a menace. Like, if you deal with him, then you already know. I don't really have to go into crazy detail. Like, he just does not die. So he's not a bad character to learn at all. He's only 1 star. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't always signify how hard a character is. Because I've seen some bad Venoms and I've seen some great Venoms. But his kit is pretty simple. But if you know what you're doing, oh my God, you're never gonna die. And the healers aren't gonna be able to focus on healing their team because they're gonna have this big blob in their face the whole game, just twerking, just twerking up a storm and doing all this extra stuff and doing it and just going crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I hate Venom. But yeah, it's your boy HWK Jockey. I appreciate y'all for coming out watching the video. Thank you so much. All the characters on the game, pretty much that I've dabbled in, might be a couple that I'm not like Black Widow. I'm sorry, somebody else is gonna have to make. Maybe I'll make it just for shits and giggles, but more than likely somebody else is gonna have to do that. But there's a bunch of more characters that's on my channel right now, so go ahead and check them out. More is going to be coming as more characters come out. For HWK Jockey again, I appreciate y'all. Remember the LCSS and FCA, that's Focus, Conquer, and Accomplish. I am out. Peace.